outside. Oh my goodness, Bubba. He doesn't like snow, so every time he wants to go outside and it snows, I have to shovel a little walkway for him. I shoveled one there too, but then it snowed again. I have to shovel a little walkway for him, and then I shovel a little square down here for him to go pee and poop in. But look how deep the snow is. We got inches. My dirty shoes. We got inches, right, Bubba? You ready to go inside? No, maybe? I don't know. It's terrible out here. So I burnt the bun a little because I put the buns in a toaster. But look at this. I made homemade Big Mac sauce with a recipe from Pinterest. And some onion rings I fried, deep fried, whatever. And look at that Impossible patty. I got some onions and lettuce, and there's some pickles in there. A lot of sauce. A little Big Mac. Looking great. I look terrible, and that is okay, because who do I have to look good for? I've been home now for 6 weeks. Item removed. So I've been home now for 6 weeks and doing the whole sub thing like I've told you before. But I've also been reading a bunch of books, so I just want to talk about some of the books that I've read and be like, hey, read this. So currently I'm reading The Return by Nicholas Sparks, but I get my books from my library, so I like loan them for 2 weeks, and I get the ebook for my Kindle that has a little corgi on it. But and I don't even use my card because I don't have a library card, so I use my sister's card and I get ebooks. But so I'm reading The Return, and I'm probably like halfway through it, but I have to borrow it again because it canceled yesterday. But I finished 7 Days in June by Tia Williams the other day. It was spicy. There was romance. It was about it's black love. We love black love, right, mommy? I hear you coming out of your room. I'm talking about the books I'm reading, and I'm drinking tea with honey, green tea, mango. She doesn't care about me. Anyways, spicy, black love, 7 Days in June, about 2 authors and their love. It was a really good book. Finished it very quickly. Why are you looking at me? This is why you don't take videos at home. This is why. So anyways, yeah, I read that one. I think I honestly read that entire book in like 3 days. It was really good. Didn't want to put the Kindle down, you know? Another book that I finished because I've been reading a bunch is Tiny Imperfections. That was also a really good book. These are basically, well, actually, that's a lie. They're not all love books. So this one's another love story. I think this one's by Ali Frank and Asia. I can't see what that says. Yamain? I don't know. It's in weird cursive writing, so I can't read it, and it's tiny. But it's a good book, too. Also about a nice little love story about a teacher. It was either... No, it wasn't a teacher. It was an admissions person. So she does admissions at a private school, and she has a daughter, and she's a single mother, and blah, blah, blah. And it's about her, like, meeting a man, doing a thing. So that's a good book. Reasons to Stay Alive is an autobiography kind of type book by Matt Haig, which I talked about him before because I really like him, so I don't know if I had talked about this book before, but it's basically just him talking about his struggles with depression and wanting to kill himself and whatnot. But it's an autobiography. It's an autobiography, and it's good. I like it. And then Normal People, I've read that book like 8 times. It's by Sally Rooney. It has that Hulu TV show. But the book's really good. The TV show's really good too. So I suggest doing both. But if it were up to me, I would say read the book first. Always read the book first. Another book I read. I started Tess of the D'Urbervilles, but I didn't finish it. Can y'all talk quieter? Talk, whisper. And then Heard It in the Love Song. Anyways. Heard It in the Love Song is by Tracy Garvish or something like that. All of these things have like a little thing that says red on them, so I can't see anything. But it is about another love story. Stop, cancel. Another love story with this woman who, what does she do? Oh, she's a teacher. This is the one. She's a teacher, but she used to be in a band, and it's about her life. So that's good. The Humans, another novel by Matt Haig. That one's about an alien coming to Earth. learning to be a human, figuring out what humans are about. Because, you know, every single thing about aliens coming to Earth, they're always like, it always follows the story of, oh, I'm an alien, I'm coming to Earth. Oh, humans are stupid and they're disgusting. And then it's like, oh, maybe there's more to them. That's how every single thing is. Like Home, the movie Home, with old boy coming down and being like, you guys are backwards. And then all of a sudden he's like, music, I like music. So that's what all the alien movies are about. Okay, and then The Midnight Library is another thing by Matt Haig, because I had a burst of reading every single book that he has published. And that one is about this girl who is depressed and wants to kill herself, and then she like goes through this like purgatory type thing. I don't know, it's not like purgatory, but it kind of is. But she goes through that where like she goes through a bunch of different versions of her life, and she's like figuring out like, oh, do I actually want to die? Is there hope for me? Maybe I'll stay. And they're like versions of her life that she can stay in. So it's like, do I stay in this version of life? Do I stay in that version of life? Do I just die? Like, is there any happiness? Blah, blah, blah. So that's a good movie or book. How to Stop Time. I think I already talked about that one, but that's another one by Matt Haig. As you can see, I've read a bunch of books over the last 6 weeks. I think I talked about How to Stop Time, Flowers for Algernon in the last lecture, maybe. This Close to Okay is a good book too. Oh, but I read that one forever ago. But yeah, I think I already talked about How to Stop Time, so I'm not gonna like go through it again, but it's a really good book by Matt Haig. You should watch it or read it, gosh. And then there's the Comfort Book by Matt Haig, which isn't like a book, it's just like, oh, if you're ever feeling down, like, here's a few things that have helped me feel better. So it's like quotes and like little short stories and like anecdotes of him being like, one time I saw a flower that was dying, but I picked it anyways and gave it to my wife because da 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 da. And I just made that up, but that's what it's about. So yeah, I've read, let's count them, not including the one I'm reading right now. I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books since I've been here. So cool. 10 books in 6 weeks, haha. Plus the book I started and haven't read, plus the other book that I started and haven't read, so, or that I started and haven't finished. So 12 books altogether I've started, 10 of them I finished. So that's like 2 books a week I'm averaging. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for books, send them my way. I enjoy to read. Bryn, Kaylin, do you guys have suggestions for books?
Or your cats.
There's also this series of books. There's 4 books, and it's the Unwind series. Because I read the first book, Unwind, forever ago, but then I was talking to my roommate, and I was like, hey, this was a really good book, because she wanted to read a book a month or something like that for her New Year's resolution. So I was like, hey, this is a book. So we ended up reading all 4 of the books kind of together, but not really, because we weren't reading at the same pace, and it was annoying me. So I was like, I'm done with this, and I read all the books. But it's Unwind, Unholy, Undivided, and Unsold. I don't know if that's the order of them, but those are all the different books, but they're really good. It's about like a dystopian society in the future where like organ donation is like really advanced, but they're like unethically getting the organs, kind of. Like, it's not right. It's like abortion was banned, but you can, however, unwind your child once they reach 13 years old if you didn't want them. So you can't kill them in the womb, but you can kill them after they become of age. That was a good book. I already said This Close to Okay was a good book, but I'm just going to say it again because it was a good book. All the Bright Places, a good book. Conversation with Friends, good book. All of these things are things I read. Letters to Milena is by Franz Kafka. I love his book Metamorphosis, but this isn't like a book. It's just like a collection of all the letters that he actually wrote to his lover while he was like out there like dying and she was having problems and they were in wherever they were, Switzerland or something like that. I don't know. But it's nice. It's nice to see that like raw affection, and he's like, oh, I love you, I just want to lay my head in your lap and spend the rest of my days here and stuff like that. So that's cool. Sula by Toni Morrison, good book. The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, also good book, you know, whatever. What we talk about when we talk about love by Raymond Carver. That is a collection of poems. Good book. That is actually, it's from my favorite movie, Stuck in Love. The main dad character in that is an author, and he like quotes that book in the movie, so I went back to like find the book and read it, and it's good. It's a bunch of different, like, it's like, I said it's like a book of poems, but it's not. It's like a collection of short stories, but they're all by Raymond Carver, and it's good. Yeah. Any other books on here? A Story to Kill and Fatality by Firelight. They're both by Lynn Cahoon. I think those go together. A Story to Kill is first, and I think Fatality by Firelight is second. But they're both about this author who goes on like an author retreat to like write a book, and then stuff happens with death and love and writing books and stuff like that. So good book, good book. I think those are the only. Oh, I know I read Crosstalk, but don't remember what it's about. Their Eyes Were Watching God, good book. Oh, there's this other book that's not on here, but it's called Eleanor Park. That one's a good one too. Just a lot of stuff. I have Splat the cat on here because I babysit. So yeah, those are all the books I've read this far. My father's back. I am going to Hawaii in 3 days? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. In 4 days, I'm going to Hawaii. So I need to pack, and I'll probably do a pack with me what I'm bringing to Hawaii type of video, because that'll like give me motivation to actually move all of my stuff. Because I literally have 5 bags over in that corner, and I'm gonna have to condense and like get everything I need and put it all into one bag, plus all of my like toiletries and stuff. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video now because all I wanted to do was talk about books. Like, maybe subscribe, maybe don't look at my siblings' YouTube videos because they suck and we're talking throughout most of this video. And of course now they're ignoring me because they're like, we're good siblings. Okay, bye.